Hello, Rubies. Welcome back to another episode on the Ruby Aura Mindset channel. Rubies, I hope that you enjoyed last week's episodes as we talked so much about our level up in finances. We talked about our sensual healing. I'm still working on this in-depth course because somebody asked me, how can we remove soul ties? So I'm working on it. This course is going to be so in-depth, so I have to really take my time because I want to make sure that it's something that's doable, actionable, and that the rubies are easy to follow. I'm excited for this week because this week we're going to have a little bit more fun. We're going to be talking about some more lighter heart things. And this week, I want to give you the pillars of becoming the woman that you want to be. And I also want you to start creating your dream life because we're just going through the motions of all the level of things that we need. So in my journey, I found out that there's really 6 pillars to the well-kept woman. And I have a surprise for you. If you stick to the end of this episode, I'm going to have a surprise for the rubies as well. Now, being a well-kept woman, it's literally not only about looking polished, it's literally about being deeply cared for. And if you care for yourself, people will care for you. Care for yourself first, people will care for you. And then that's when everything starts to align. You will then begin to live a life where your environment and your energy and your finances and your routines, it will literally reflect high standards, and everybody's going to want to treat you the same way. And I want you to walk into abundance because that is your portion in the kingdom of God. So let's just get into it. And I'm going to give you a full breakdown. Who is the well-kept woman? What makes up the well-kept woman? And how you can begin to transform into her. So let's get into this, rubies. Now, what would you consider a well-kept woman? The well-kept woman is the woman that you see at your higher self. It is the one that is literally emotionally stable. She is grounded. She is financially stable. She is physically groomed. She is spiritually aligned. She is mentally disciplined. She is socially respected. Put some respect on her name. That's what the well-kept woman is. She doesn't rush anything. She just walks through life. She sways through life. Like there's an ambience about it that is undeniable. It's calm. You cannot shake it. She isn't neglected. Have you ever seen like a woman that is just intentional, like, they take care of themselves? That's the woman I want you to be. I want you to be that when people look at you, you don't look stressed. You don't look high on cortisol. You don't look as if that walk that you did across the room have you out of breath as if you were running a 10-minute relay. Okay? You're not going to be chaotic. Because the well-kept woman is not chaotic. She is well-maintained. Like I said, she is loved. She is luxury. That's what you need to aim to be. You need to aim to be rubies, the luxury. And that's what I'm working on in my life as well. And when you treat yourself like luxury, it's almost like you treating yourself like a garden of delicate flowers that takes a lot of care and maintenance. Now, in my journey, I realized there are 6 main pillars for you to become a well-kept woman, and we're going to get straight into it. The first thing that a well-kept woman have is body maintenance. I'm sorry because that's the first thing you see. I know. You can't run away from this. The best complement to your clothes is going to be your body. The best complement to your health is going to be your breath and your skin. And the well-kept woman, one of the first pillars that you have to take serious, rubies, is your maintenance, your body maintenance. You have to be soft, you have to be healthy, you have to be feminine. Grooming. You're going to have to start to fall in love with grooming. I know at first it seems tedious, but you're going to have to find some type of romancing with grooming. So that comes down to your hair, your nails, your skin, and your body care. Is your skin soft? Is it scaly like a fish? Is it scaly like a snake's skin? Does it look like it would shed? That means you need to do more work. That means you need to take more care of yourself. That's exactly what that means, rubies. And then also a part of grooming is how you smell. So you got to think about the senses. You want to think about the 5 senses when it comes to your body. Because these are the non-verbal cues that you would give people before you even say anything. So when we think about the 5 senses, we think about seeing. How do you appear, right? How do you sound? How do you smell? How do you talk? How do you feel? If you can master the 5 senses of you when people see you, let me tell you something, you're going to do a good job in actually becoming the well-kept woman. The next thing you're going to focus on with the body maintenance is your fragrance. People need to smell you. Listen to me. Today, I went to get my lock extensions out, and I've been to work all day. And the lady said, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good." And that's because you need to invest in a nice perfume that is worth it. And you're going to have to learn layering. And I tell you at the end of this video, I have a surprise for you, so I'm not going to get into it. But you're going to have to learn the art of layering. You have to layer your scent. So you need to figure out what is your fragrance wardrobe. And your fragrance wardrobe is signature scents that work together collectively. That's the soaps that you use. That's the antibacterial soaps, the moisturizing soaps or the body washes. That is your body sprays, lotions, oils, and then the perfume. Understand your scent wardrobe. They all have to work together. You don't want to smell like a circus. Even though there are perfumes that does smell like it, I think it's Circus Soleil. Yeah, they have that, but it's tastefully done. However, you don't want too much going on. You need to figure out what works for you. The next thing that is so important with your body maintenance in the first pillar, rubies, is going to be your feminine hygiene. I have a surprise for you at the end. That's all I'm going to say about this. Your feminine hygiene needs to be spectacular. Like, it has to be so spectacular that you are in awe by your feminine hygiene. Okay? You are in awe. It needs to be excellent. Because it's about what's literally how you smell down there is what is going on in your body. Book the appointments with the gynecologist. Wipe properly when you're leaving the bathroom. Travel with those nice wipes. Travel with them. Travel with wet wipes. Travel with an extra panty liner in the bag. If you want to change it, wipe, freshen up. Let me tell you something. Feminine hygiene must be spectacular. It must be chef's kiss. Okay, it must be chef's kiss. And I'm going to teach you about how you're going to do that. And that's why I tell you I have a surprise for you at the end. The next thing you want to focus on in body maintenance, because even though this main pillar, the first pillar is body maintenance has other pillars in it. So these are the sub pillars that you're looking at. The next thing you need to focus on is your fitness. You need to focus on your fitness and your tone, your posture, your poise. All of this comes under fitness. Do you look good in clothing? Do you look good in clothing? If you're not happy with how you look in clothing, that means you need to change something. Either you need to change your clothes, I wouldn't recommend buying a bigger size. I would recommend getting to the size that you desire. The next important thing under body maintenance, rubies, is medical checkups and wellness. You need to prioritize this. I've been on a journey right now with my oral health and visiting my dentist to literally reach goals that comes to my dental health. You need to figure out these things. I'm going to be doing a personal challenge with myself. I'm not going to reveal it now because it's still in the works. I'm going to reveal it as time goes on. But there's a journey that I'm taking myself on in regards to being the well-kept woman. And under this pillar, it's going to cost you some money. So that's why you need to go and invest in the attractive and untouchable course that I created for you to get your money up. You're going to have to get your money up because in order for you to have access to these nice things, you need to do it. You need to get your money up. You need to take your money serious, rubies. And I want you to join that 10K challenge that's going to start November 1st for 52 weeks. Okay? So don't forget to check that out, rubies. Please start taking care of yourself. If you really are serious about it, there's literally another course that I have out. It's called The Psychology of the It Girl. You will build your It Girl routines in that particular course because you are working to become the well-kept woman, and I want you to be that because that's what I'm working on. And the only people that follow this channel are the rubies that are on the same accord as myself. How can we win? How can we walk together unless we agree? So we all need to be in agreement on this channel, okay? So you need to work on the first pillar, which is body maintenance. Now, pillar number 2, mindset and emotional regulation. So many of us has been emotionally damaged that it is affecting our outlook on life and people. You have to learn that even though when chaos is going on around you, you have to learn to find peace within yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I am learning not to take on things that does not concern me. And one of the ways I'm doing this is by challenging myself to find peace in my work environment, because it can be chaotic at times. Okay, rubies. So the second pillar of becoming the well-kept woman is that you're going to figure out what is the mindset and emotional regulations order in my life right now. Calm over chaos every single time. No more emotional outbursts. If you want to have an emotional outburst, you're going to do it in prayer. You're going to scream in your home, but you're not going to do it on people. You learn to respond and not react. And I'm learning how to do that. And sometimes in order for us to respond, we have to really be quiet and listen attentively to whatever is going on. To have emotional regulations, the well-kept woman will journal, you will read, you have to invest in therapy and self-awareness. I'm sorry. It took me do you know how many books I read to be the self-aware? Do you know how many times I went and fast and prayed? Do you know how many times I've read the Bible from front to back? I think I did it twice. To become the self-aware, it takes time, investment, and energy. But you have to love it. And that's one of the things I want you to do. I want you to fall in love with the process. You need to fall in love with loving yourself and doing good things for yourself. The next thing you're going to learn is some scriptures that is going to speak life into your life. Get the scriptures. Start speaking life into your life. Every week, find a new scripture to learn, and you repeat that scripture. You repeat it. Start to learn to speak blessings over your life and not curses. Last night before I went to bed, I said something, and I had to ask God for forgiveness. And I said, God, damn, what you tell me I am, that is not what you said that I am. I'm not a crazy woman. I'm a woman that has peace and a sound mind, even when people piss me off. So therefore, dear Lord, forgive me, because that's what you call me to be. You won't call me to be that. And when you start to be more intentional and self-aware, you will learn to correct yourself before people correct you. Or before you start to see the repercussions of your actions. Okay? The next thing that you're going to do under mindset and emotional regulation, under pillar number 2, rubies, is understand that your worth will never chase validation. You have to know your self-worth. Nobody should be able to tell you how much you are worth. Now, pillar number 3. Y'all know I'm about to come back to this, financial stability. In order to be a well-kept woman, rubies, in order to be a well-kept woman, financial stability is going to have to be your best friend. Absolutely. Financial stability is going to have to become your best friend. A well-kept woman under pillar number 3 understands that financial stability is going to be her best friend. How? How can financial stability be your best friend? Financial stability is going to have to be your best friend, because in order to have a kept appearance, it requires finances. Kept finances, okay? A kept appearance requires kept finances. You have to get into saving. Learn about your savings. Learn about budgeting. Learn about investing in your routines. Learn it. Never stop learning. Always keep saving. Be financially responsible with the resources that you have. To obtain financial stability, a well-kept woman needs to be able to afford her upkeep without being financially stressed. And this is something that you can gradually grow into. You may not jump out of the gate being able to purchase raw hair, right? Let's use hair, for example. You may not be able to afford raw hair. You might not even be able to afford a sewing right now, and you only can afford some braids. You only can afford hairstyles that are low maintenance but very nice and classy. You may only be able to afford to do your real hair. Baby, invest in it. Ruby, invest in it. Okay? You have to be able to afford your upkeep without being financially stressed. So gradually increase the luxuries of your well-kept routine as you progress financially. Okay? Now, in order to obtain financial stability as a ruby, a well-kept ruby, you need to live within luxury standards that match your income. Don't live above your means to keep up with people. Take your time to reach to the levels that you want to be. There was a time that I wanted to rush to buy my dream car. And I would see persons prematurely go and get in some financial situations to get these particular cars that they wanted, and I felt so behind. And I said, you know what? I need to take my time to save for what I want, because at the end of the day, everything takes time, and this is my journey. My journey is different from somebody else, and my goals are very much different than the average lady down the road. Okay? So one of the things to understand your financial stability as a well-kept woman is that you have to understand that beauty without financial order will always equal stress. And what do I mean by this? If you have beauty and you don't have any financial order, you will do things to get money. So that means you will go against your integrity and your morals. You will be inconsistent always. You will always be stressed and keeping up with people because you can't afford it. You will always have FOMO. So do not be a beautiful woman that does not understand financial order. Do not do that. You will always be stressed out. Maintenance is expensive, Ruby. So you got to learn how to plan and prepare accordingly. Now, pillar number 4. We're almost there, Ruby, is your environment. To be a well-kept woman, your space have to reflect your standards. That means you need a clean, organized home. Add luxurious touches throughout your home. Candles, linens, decor, the color of your sheets, the lighting inside of your home, the pictures, the figurines that you put around your place. You need to make sure that you're adding touches that make you feel as if that my home is reflective of what I feel inside. Anytime I want to know how somebody feels inside, I just need to look at their living habitation. Like, I just have to look at how you're living, and I know that's how you feel inside. A person whose home is dirty is definitely chaotic and dirty inside. And that's just the truth. We portray how our environments look is literally how we feel inside sometimes. So the next thing you're going to do, and this has worked wonders for me, is always keep fresh food in the fridge. For some reason, I feel really good when I have fresh food in my fridge. Like when my fridge is stocked with fresh food and water, I feel like I am that girl. I cannot explain it. Just opening my fridge and seeing water and almond milk and oat milk and greens and fruits and veggies and salmons and stuff. I feel like, oh my gosh, you really got life together, girl. That's how I feel. And that's what I want you to feel. It's a beautiful feeling. If you have and listen, I love cleaning. I love cleaning and restocking my fridge. I love it. It's like it's a luxury to me. You hear how excited I am, and this is why I tell you have to fall in love with those things. Keep your fridge clean and restocked. You will feel like a kept woman. The next thing, and this is something I'm working on, is a clean car. Listen to me. I just think having your car maintained is such a man's job. Rubies, please. If you agree with me, say it's a man's job, okay? So keeping your car clean is very much well-kept woman energy. And I'm still working on this, okay? So also in your environment, you will surround yourself with high value energy. And that's for men and women alike. So you're not in low vibrational places. You're not in places where people question their safety. Okay? You're not in places that's going to stop you from your routine in the morning. You're not in places where you're doing things that is detrimental to your health. So a well-kept woman, Her fourth pillar she understands is how she should be in her environment. Her space should always feel like a sanctuary. Always. Your space should always feel like a safe place. Never a struggle. If it feels like a struggle, you need to start rearranging some things. Okay? Pillar number 5. Routine and discipline. The well-kept woman knows that in order to be glamorous, it is a habit that comes through consistency. To be glamorous, baby, it is a habit that comes through consistency. So a well-kept woman knows that morning and evening routines are standard. It's non-negotiable. They understand that self-care days are scheduled. Like me, I have self-care day coming up. I have like maintenance day coming up. It's always on my calendar. I prepare for it in advance. I look forward to it. The next thing that a well-kept woman will always do is her wardrobe will always be curated and elevated. Keep elevating your wardrobe. Like I told y'all, I didn't want to purchase any clothes until I reached a particular goal weight. And even if I purchase clothes, it's going to be at the goal weight that I want to motivate me. So I just want y'all to know that I am also elevating my wardrobe. And you need to elevate your wardrobe as the seasons go. Like, I don't want to see you out here in a tank top and it's fall and winter. Do you know who they say never get cold? And you're not one of them. You're not one of them. Okay? And then another thing is consistency in your maintenance. So you don't only look good when an event is coming up, you look good always. So routine and discipline is the foundation. It is a pinnacle in a well-kept woman's life. Now, last but not least, we have number 6, rubies. The 6th pillar to become a well-kept woman is to be socially and have social and romantic standards. This is where you learn to be loved and not used. A well-kept woman is never used. Absolutely not. Never. Ever. So you start to you're surrounded by uplifting and non-draining people. You don't tolerate disrespect. Like I don't tolerate disrespect. I am the woman that you will go to people and say, boy, she just really went with the flash. She was lightning. Like 1 minute she was there and then 1 minute she was gone. You will associate me with that because I do not tolerate foolishness. You will attract partners who contribute to your lifestyle and who you are as a woman. You're not attracting people and men that consume you. You're attracting men that contribute to you. This is how you know when you're elevating as the well-kept woman, you know. Child, those relationships and the table start turning. Okay. People just start treating you good. I'm telling you. Because it's an energy about you. And then last but not least, and the most important one is you have clear boundaries. Now, in order to build boundaries, it's not going to happen overnight. And this is why I created the course for you, rubies, the velvet rope standard. So I want you to think about velvet rope. Velvet rope is associated with VIP service, baby. Like you can't even get in the section. And I'm going to teach you how to have that type of energy. Like, baby boy, baby girl, you can't get in our section. I'm going to teach you how to have red velvet rope access to your life. You don't need walls, baby. You need the red velvet rope. And that's why I created the course and the journal for you. It is so, you can take your time with it. Like I really loved it because each module, I think I created like 8 modules, and like I talked about all type of boundaries, physical boundaries, sensual boundaries, emotional boundaries, like things that happen in your life that will cause you not to have boundaries. Like I really loved that course, and I think that is my favorite course to date. Other than the wealthy and other than the attractive and untouchable course, that course is really one of my favorites because I just love being able to teach women how to become the queen that they are. The rubies that they are. Okay? So how are you going to start and begin your journey to transition into a well-kept woman? Number 1, rubies, you're going to have to audit your life. What area of your life you feel the most unkept? Is it your health? Is it your finances? Is it your relationships? Is it your job? Audit the parts of your life that feels the most uncapped. Step number 2, you're going to start a pillar. So not all pillars at once, just one. Just one. Choose a starter pillar. You don't have to do all. Just choose one. And then as you choose one, you work on the next one. Don't take everything on at one time because you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to say, this sucks and I don't want to do it. Don't do that. The third thing you're going to do, rubies, is elevate small habits. So for me, I started to I didn't have my trainer for a while. And when I started to go back to the gym, baby, it was hard for me to go back to the gym. So I applauded myself for wins when I made it to the gym. I was just like, you know what? I just need to show up. And then when I showed up, I said, you know what? I want to put effort. And then when I realized, hey, maybe I need to change my eating habits to have more energy and effort, then I changed my eating. But I started off with small steps. Okay? Small steps. Number 4, you're going to build a weekly upkeep schedule, or monthly or bi-weekly. It all depends on how your finances are at this time, but you need to schedule self-care, hair, nails. When you reapply makeup, when you buy new makeup, when you buy new clothes for the season, you just need to put everything on a schedule. And number 5, declutter and set your routines. Throw out all the old things. I don't have anything, like I love just discarding of things that I no longer use. It makes me feel lighter. Declutter your finances. Look at where you're spending money. Start to track your finances. That's why I have the attractive and untouchable course. It has something there for you to start tracking your finances, for you to start working towards your savings goals, for you to start to understand that you need to be financially stable to ensure that you are not endangered. So declutter your environment as well. And then last but not least, which is number 6, in order for you to transition into a well-kept woman, is start to embody the identity. Don't wait until you reach there. Start now. Start now. I'm nowhere near what I want to be, but I'm there now. I'm going to get there eventually, but I already started to embody that now. So become the well-kept woman in the daily changes that you do in your life. Okay, rubies? So like I said, at the end of this, I would have had a surprise for you. I have given you the It Girl Psychology course. I have given you the Setting Boundaries course and journal and workbook. I have given you the Attractive and Untouchable Wealth Creator course. And now I'm giving you the Well-Kept Feminine Women course. And in this one, it's going to be a deep dive. I'm going to teach you about vagina health. I'm going to be teaching you about putting together like routines. I'm going to be teaching you how to layer scents. I'm going to be teaching you all the girly things. Like this is going to be a fun course that I put together for you, and I will make sure that is live for you no later than Monday, rubies. So make sure put reminders on your calendars, and when you decide to download the Well Kept Woman course, don't forget to add your discount code KEPT, KEPT, KEPT. Okay? And rubies, you know I love you, and I can't wait to see you next time on the Ruby Aura Mindset channel for another episode. Bye.